Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Tyler Merkovich with Emery Hunt as our playbook. We're bringing you an AFC East preview of Week 11. It's the Jets at New England, and we all know what happened with the Pats last week. It's been examined. It's been discussed. The Jets, on the other hand, have had QB struggles by Mark Sanchez, and they lost a game they were heavy favorites in against a Jaguars team that hasn't been too good on the road this season. So their defense is letting up early points. Their offense is not providing enough, and there's turmoil in the city of bright lights. So what does Rex Ryan do to fix his problem and get his team's confidence back up?
Well, he has to develop a passing game. Otherwise, the Patriots are going to load up, shut down the run, and make Sanchez beat them with his arm. So they have to develop a passing game. Braylon Edwards, you must catch the football. Sanchez, you got to avoid those timely mistakes, those interceptions. I understand you're a rookie, but you control interceptions. So don't throw them. You have to protect yourself against those INTs. So they have to develop a passing game to keep the Patriots off balance. If you give the Patriots one thing to stop, they will stop that and stop whatever else you think about doing. So they have to do a better job. Two, they really have to slow down this game. Indianapolis was able to have some success running the football. Good thing about it, the Jets do have two good running backs, Sean Green as well as Thomas Jones. So you're going to lean on those guys to ride you to victory for this week. So those guys have to play big, no turnovers as well. Defensively, Randy Moss is coming. You're playing Randy Moss. So what you have to do, you got Revis on. He did a good job the first matchup. He has to have a repeat performance. Safety over top has to play well as too. So they have to come out and play aggressively on defense because you're not picked to win this game. So you still have to play aggressively. You're on the slide. So that is the key. Also, you're playing Belichick after you beat him. He's coming after a tough loss. This is a tough game for the Jets.
Yes, it's going to be tough because the Patriots are going to want to stick it to the Jets while they are down. And the Patriots, they have everything going on offense, but the defense, that vote of confidence was not there when he went for it on 4th and 2 from his own 28-yard line. But that defense played pretty good in the first half. Throughout the whole game, it played pretty good. I think they would have probably had to stop against the Colts. Now they're going against a much weaker offense, so this team could build that confidence back up. Belichick is going to want to do that so that he gives the vote of confidence back to the defense. What are your keys to victory for the Patriots here? Which I think it wouldn't be too much.
Well, the good thing about the Jets coming in this week, the Jets don't have a passing game. They don't have a scheme. Like, you don't know what they want to do passing-wise. So that's going to be easy for these guys to stop. So all the Patriots have to do really is load up to stop the run. And really have to stop the run this week because the Jets are going to lean on those guys. So they're going to have to, the defense is going to have to tighten up this week and play physical in that 3-4. So they're going to have to do some aggressive run blitzes to stop Jones and Green. That's number one. Two, you look at offensively, they still should have some success throwing the ball to Moss. Move him in the slot. Take him off the flanks because that way you won't allow himself to be jammed. Move him in the Wes Welker role. That way you can move him around, get him a free release, get him out in the open, get him in space catching the football. That's number two. Special teams wise, you can't allow these guys to get any momentum. That's going to happen when you're a scrappy team like the Jets. They're going to try to create momentum. That is going to have a chance in that secondary has to tighten up against these receivers just in case Sanchez catches fire. I like the Patriots in this matchup. I don't think the Jets have a scheme passing-wise, and everyone knows the Jets want to try to run the football, and that defense is slowly getting gashed in the running game.
Of course, I like the Pats this week. They're banged up on defense, and they're still getting better on defense. So the defense, I think, is coming around and will be a whole different unit in a couple of weeks. Tully Banta-Cain went out against Indianapolis. Ty Warren wasn't available. All these injuries, wait until they're 100% healthy. They're going to be a team to be reckoned with. I'm taking the Pats in the comeback game. They're going to get back at the Jets, and they're going to want to get back at them big time. They're going to try to open up and put a lot up on the scoreboard. For more, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL.